Hi, welcome to another video. I'm Dan, and today I'm going to rank my favorite moments from pop culture in 2023. I seen a lot of people doing this, and I thought, why not? Mostly because most of the people doing this I saw were from the US, but most of them clearly are on different parts of the internet that I am, in Tumblr mostly. It's just most of the time with most of the videos that I watched, either I haven't heard from half of the things that they mentioned, or just they hadn't talked about the things that I think were culturally important in 2023. Also, some of the things are like very Latin America or just Argentina specifically because I'm from there. So yeah, a bit different. So first off, let's go with the tiers. First of all, we have creme de la creme. Those are the best pop culture moments of 2023. Those were my favorite ones. Um, iconic, memorable. I still love them. They are still relevant for today, to today for me. Then we have it was cool while it lasted. Those moments that those memes, things that happened that I had a fun time, but it's already they already deserve to die and it's okay to move on. Then you have the middle tier. I know, very original. It's just things that uh yeah, it's the middle tier. I don't have a good expression for that. I just leave it like that. Then you have okay moments that I don't necessarily dislike, but I didn't care or just didn't enjoy that much. But they like didn't care that much. Then we have bye, just adios, ciao. We have to leave that in 2023. I don't think it should have happened. I think we would be better as a society if it had happened. So yeah, let's begin, shall we? So what do we have first? Okay, we have the Doctor Who specials from the 60th anniversary. So David Tennant and Catherine Jones. I don't know why I forgot her name right now. Uh, coming back for this special. Was Had I watched Doctor Who by the time this was announced or aired? No. Am I watching Doctor Who now? Yes, definitely. Which also means I have officially watched the all three. I have officially watched Super Who Dog. Thankfully, it wasn't all at the same time. So um yeah, moving on. I didn't watch Doctor Who at the time. I don't think I was that big of a David Tennant fan at the time. Like I had watched Good Omens the first season. I don't know if yeah, he was announced before season two came out. Yeah, was I don't know if it was my favorite one of my favorite pop culture moments of 2023. Mostly because wasn't that big of a fan. Also, by the way, I know that I am watching Doctor Who. By the way, these two I talk about in the internet, I thought they were like Doctor Aquarium team for like a long time, not just one season. I really thought they were like there for longer. I didn't know they were for like literally just one season together. But do love them. Now that I have watched it, I absolutely love them. They're fantastic. So I understand kind of what this means now, but I want to put it why it lasted because just, it wasn't that big for me. It is so yeah. Also, I don't have the nostalgic aspect because um, I started watching it a month ago. So yeah, it was. I don't know if it was why it lasted, but it's also not my favorite moment. Okay, let's move on. Taylor Swift, just her. Um, I know that Beyonce also really was like had a tour this year that was also pretty iconic, but that is just like more like a cultural thing. Beyonce is not that big in Latin America, so just one of them came to Latin America. Sure, it was for the first time, but she came. So that makes her. Of course, I know about she had the tour, and I definitely saw the videos of the everyone on mute now. I think that's the part that no one. Those did make me angry. People not shutting up at that moment. You had to shut up. You had one job. It wasn't that hard. But also, how to explain? Um, in 2022, we were in the World Cup. For some reason, Taylor Swift had a lot to do in the culture of the moment. Like everyone was making the the official TikTok account of the national new TV channel of was making edits of the Argentina football team to Taylor Swift. So I think that now Taylor Swift is a bit more ingrained in Argentinian culture for us. So it was big. Also, people when she announced that she was coming to Argentina, people were camping outside of the stadium for like months. I swear to God, they were camping for months. And I know that happens a lot in Argentina. At least I don't know if it happens in other parts of the world, but like it's just crazy. So people were leaving university just to come for a Taylor Swift concert. That's insane. Um, I think I wanna put it right there next to David and Catherine. Next we have the iconic all everything that happened with Shakira this year, and this is going straight to chronologically because Shakira is iconic. She's just Shakira. She's the best thing that happened to the world. I think she's fantastic. So only to get talking about Bizarrap. She's like her whole divorce was iconic. Why you don't cheat on Shakira? She's Shakira, la concha de tu hermana. Oh yeah. Also, the whole the Bizarrap session with Shakira drop, iconic. It's fantastic. Fan- the diss track, beautiful. She's iconic. I still listen to it to this day, and it's amazing. I love it. Also, it also was the first Argentinian musician to reach #1 in the Billboard one, the Hot Billboard 100. So, iconic behavior. Yeah. So of course it's going to be on the top. Mm. So for this next one, so if you're not a Tumblr and you don't really keep up with Tumblr culture and what goes down on that site, at the beginning of the year, Tumblr decided to introduce polls. Um, we love that shit. We abuse of this function in the site, and one of the most iconic things to come out of it was the vanilla extract thing. So someone asked, like, let's make a cake and put different ingredients on it. And for some reason, people choose way too much vanilla extract. So it's like was like 50% vanilla extract. Like cake, it was not good. We ate that shit right up. That was one of the best things Tumblr has done in the couple of recent years. But Tumblr Pulse, Vanilla Extract, beautiful, wonderful, amazing. Next, Barbieheimer. Of course, that is the creme de la creme because it was Barbie and Oppenheimer. It was amazing. To be honest, I wouldn't have cared about Oppenheimer if it wasn't for this. So it was a great, to be honest. I haven't watched it yet. I'm not going to watch a 3-hour movie about the atomic bomb. Of course, I watched Barbie the in the cinema, dressing all pink, obviously, duh, and it was fantastic. Yeah, I mean, iconic. Jesus Christ. Then we have Colin Badincher. I think that's her name. I don't care. By if you don't know, she got hit with grooming and inappropriate behavior with fans and minors accusations. And her best idea was to release a apology video where she doesn't apologize or take up accountability in the whole video with an ukulele singing. I was horrible. I hate this, so I don't want to talk about it. It's going to bye. No. Let's move on. Okay, next. We have Twitter becoming X. That was horrible. I hate Elon Musk with my soul. I hate this with my soul. Why did you change Twitter to X? It's also like a porn page. Finance of Fridays, top tier. I love Finance of Fridays. My love with Finance of Fridays has been it hasn't been like stable. It has dropped and go up again in periods of my life. So it started when I was like 11, when the first games came out, and I loved the first one, the second one, the third one too. For the first one, I hated it because it was way too scary. I hated those shits are terrifying. But after the fourth one, I didn't keep up with it until I think Security Breach came out, and I love Security Breach. I love Clown Blanc Freddy. I dressed up as him for a for a party once. And then the movie was announced, and I love this. I went to watch it in cinema. It was good. Was it the best movie ever? No. Was it the best? I don't know. It was. I mean, it's a movie about finance already. It's not going to be fantastic, but I like it. I had a good time. Yeah, it was fun. And so yes, I still like finance of race to this day. Um, so yeah. Oh my God, this is what I mean when I say that people of the videos that I watched did include moments that for me were like peak 2023 pop culture. And we have Ryan Seaman actually stealing like 26K in royalties from his bandmate Dallon Weiss from I don't know how about the Follow Me. Let's recap. So if you don't know, I don't know how is a band. It was formerly formed by Dallon Wick, bassist and vocals, and Ryan Seaman, the drummer. They knew each other from years back. They used to have a band together called the Brubecks. Brubecks. I have no clue how to pronounce the name of the band. Brubecks. I'm gonna call it Brubecks. I hope it's pronounced like that. And around 2017, 2018, they got together to make I Know How About the Fun Me. And in 2021, they released their album Rasmatas. So that's the background of the band. Now into the drama itself. First of all, like they were saying they were going to release new music, but we didn't have any news of it. And then people started to see kind of weird things like Ryan wasn't appearing as much in the band's Instagram account. And then one day in March, I think it was March or May, I don't know, I think it was May, um, Talon Week's mother-in-law commented on a Facebook, made a Facebook comment about how that Ryan wasn't anymore in the band because he had stolen 26K on royalties and had committed identity fraud to steal from Dallon. And the fandom went into chaos. It was silent for months that neither Dallon nor the band account said anything, nothing at all. He had made some interviews and he was alone, but it was not weird for him to be alone in interviews sometimes. Until one day, the band account started using singular pronouns, like I instead of we, because it was a band, so we usually use we are doing this, we have you blah blah blah. But no, it just became I am I going to do this, I'm doing this, blah 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 blah. So it was like I remember what it was. It was like I saw a notification in my telephone. It was like whoa, I. He's talking about I, so it's official. And then a month later, this is so much. It's like so much. It just kept going and going and going. So a couple of months ago, the band released a statement that Ryan wasn't part of the band anymore. Um, he used it, in the post I used the phrase, which is very important, a series of broken trusts. So the statement gets released. Halloween comes up. What does Ryan Seaman decide to dress up as? Wanna take a guess? The burglar from McDonald's. Yeah, the man accused of stealing from his barmaid dressed up as a thief. It was always hilarious to me because like that man cannot go lower and lower. And then he opened an account for a band and like in the caption it was like something a series of broken trust. So again stealing from Talon. And that man is so pity. Seriously, he keeps doubling down. Also, the other day in the 30th, Dallon had a show. I don't know how had a show for the new year, and he was talking about he had more people on stage now when he made this fantastic comment.
Afford more people, and you're not being stolen from.
So yeah, it's iconic. It was this the gift that keeps on giving because we have moments for the entire year with this whole drama thing. Yeah, it's not going to go in this because it's come on moment. Yeah, iconic shit. let's go to the next one, shall we? Kamala's Scan Death. If you're not in the comic world, so it's like a thing in the comics that characters die all the time and come back to life. And this year they announced Kamala Khan was going to die. Miss Marvel. Um, you may know her for the show Miss Marvel and movie The Marvels, played by Imelda Bellani, and I love her. By the way, I love Miss Marvel and I love Iman. But what happened was they announced her death. They didn't know they didn't announce her death. They just killed her in the most horrible Spider-Man run. That run of Spider-Man is horrendous, and everything I learned about it was against my will. I didn't want to keep learning about it, but I just kept seeing things on Twitter, and it's just so bad. First of all, the Peter Parker and Kamala Khan, like Spider-Man and Miss Marvel, are not really good friends. He's friends with Miles, the other Spider-Man, but not Peter Parker Spider-Man. They interact like a couple of times. So how she dies is someone is trying to kill Mary Jane. And if you don't know Miss Marvel, she has shape-shifting abilities, so she can shape-shift into to look like other people. And so she shape-shifts to look like Mary Jane and sacrifices herself for a white man. It's bad. It was so bad. And then they announced they were going to revive her as a mutant. If you don't know, she's not a mutant, she's an inhuman, which is like another. If you have superpowers in Marvel, you either a mutant, which is that's the X-Men, an inhuman, or just something happens to you and you got powers, like Spider-Man or Sam Wilson. So, for example, Storm, Magneto, Professor X, Wolverine, those are mutants, those are the X-Men. Kamala and Black Bolt, those were inhumans. The Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, those are people that have things happen to them that got them powers. Okay, so Kamala is an inhuman, but in the TV show from the MCU, they changed her to be a mutant. This is because when she was originally created, she was intended to be a mutant, but they were like, no, let's make her an inhuman because we cannot use the mutants for movies yet. So let's not make her a mutant so we can use her. So they changed her in the comics to be like her MCU counterpart. So she's now both a mutant and an inhuman. And when this was announced, this was chaos. Everyone was not having it, and at the beginning, I was also not having it. Oh, I have read. I don't think I have read all of them, but I have read the Camera New Mutant um, story, and I'm liking it. Iman is a great writer. Also, by the way, Iman Belani, the girl that plays her in the MCU, is writing is part of these comics, because she's just a super comic books fan and a super Kamala Khan fan. So yeah, I'm kind of liking it now, but at the moment it was no okay. It was bad. That day Twitter uh was horrendous. It was not an so I'm going to put it in middle tier because although also although the story itself is not bad now, it was bad for like month. So it's going to go in the middle tier because yeah, in the middle. Next we have the whole girl dinner. This is going to sound maybe this sounds controversial or weird for some people, but I hate these kind of things like girl math, girl dinner. It's not just girl. I mean, also hate when it's like boy math or girl dinner. Boy math is when this, girl math is when that, girl dinner. But I just hate these people. These people annoy me. Mostly because sometimes this gives me dysphoria a little bit because it's like this is girl something. It's like I'm not a girl. Shut up. Oh yeah, this is maybe a bit of a me problem, but also these people obsession with just generating everything is so annoying. Seriously. So some of the things are kind of to feel kind of misogynistic, but the girl in it itself is not a thing is like that bad. Um, some of the things were like kind of weird. Something like, you have picking for dinner a grape. It's weird. Um, but I think it was a bit more that people were making it to be. Also, also both people are annoying stuff because some people are like someone made and the same with like boy dinner, which is still annoying. Some people were like, stop dinner things. It's a meme. Shut up. So I'm gonna put it in by because the things annoy me. They hate on me so much. Like, please stop sending everything. It's annoying. It's always cishet people. It's always cishet people. Some of those were fun. Like it was good. It was like because like people were doing it funny. Like it was good. It was just their girlfriend. That was hilarious. That was very funny. Let's leave this in 2023, please. I'm begging. So it seems like I'm dying. It's because I just clean my room, which is kind of dusty, and I'm allergic to dust. So it's not very fun to clean your room when you're allergic to dust. Yeah, I am dying. Next, we have every July the 27th. Season 2 of Good Omens really came out, but and something happens in this in the end. I made a whole video about it if you want to watch it. You should watch it. It's good. I like it a lot. So basically, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to spoil it for you. They kiss. A Zero and Crowley kiss. But this is not like the end of the story. The thing is that as I say, it released in the 27th of July. In June, I don't remember when, um, Prime Video, the platform this is on, decided to make like a small pride thing video celebrating all the queer things in their platform, and one of those was a Christopher and Crowley kissing. But the thing is, as I say, this it was like a small frame. It came out in the video, but like as I said, this was like this happens at the end of the season. Like this is like the last 15 minutes of the show, and they spoil it a month in advance. Obviously, like when this came out, the whole fandom went into intense chaos, and Prime deleted the video almost immediately because they realized they have fucked up. But luckily, I hadn't really seen what was. I saw all the chaos, but I didn't know what the chaos was about. Thankfully, I didn't get spoiled about the end of the season. I did got spoiled later when the show came out, and I still haven't watched it. Like, but yeah, still, I think I just got spoiled it a week in advance, not a month in advance. And then when the season came out and we saw not only the context of it, but everything that followed, people were sending death threats to
And
him.
by the way, both Neil Gaiman and Emma Kishin are silent, so they can go fuck themselves.
I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna put this here because it was chaos. I love the Zero Frank Crowley, but this was intense. So I'm going to read it in a second because it was still iconic. Next one, Planet of the Base. That whole thing. I want to put it in. I unironically love this song. I don't listen to the song. I know the song got released, and I don't listen to it because the whole thing is a bit annoying. But that whole fragment, that's like like the chorus of the thing. I love it. It's so funny. Also dress up as the guy for a party, so that also talks a lot about what I think about this whole thing. I had fun. It was funny. I still like that part of the song, not the whole song, but I think it was a great moment in 2023. I loved it. Yeah. Let's go on to another iconic musical moment from TikTok. Yeah. So this song got popular recently, and I love it. I'm gonna put it. I was gonna go through it last because I haven't seen many things about it now, and I don't know. It's a silly song. So by the way, todos de gringos saying it's like Magic Pony, no, la concha de tu hermano no dice Magic Pony. Dice Mágico mi dubi dubi bam bam. Boom boom. I mean, por favor, un poco de respeto. So yeah, a silly song, funny cat videos. I'm gonna put it there. One of my favorite memes of 2023. This is an Latin America exclusive meme. Um, I'm gonna put it here. No, it was a fantastic meme. I need to be more. I'm putting way too many things in there. No, it's hilarious. I love it. So people starting putting on I don't know how it started, but people started putting on subtitle release like 90 the Michael Keaton Batman filter, and people were using it with like to complain about the things I had to do, like I'm sorry. The meme was this: sorry, Gotham. You have to find another Batman because Batman has to do with X, mostly studies and finals and exams. So it's like, sorry, Batman. Sorry, Gotham. You have to find another Batman because he's having to study for the bad exams. Also, it was kind of human of putting bad in front of anything. And yes, that is my video about it. Having an identity crisis in the middle of June. It wasn't a fun moment of my life, but it was funny. I love it. It was hilarious. One of the best memes of 2023, in my opinion. It was just hilarious, honestly. Very funny. 10 of 10 content from the internet. Yeah. What do we have next? The Ghost movie with Chris Evans and Ana de Armas. I wanna put it what is was good while it lasted. It was funny. We had Sebastian Stan getting run over by Anthony Mackie. It was funny. But the thing I'm putting on is the I'm a farmer. I'm not a super spy. He's so whiny on that one. I love it. Another speech from Chris Evans to make fun for. Fan of. Fan of is the word, I think. But yeah, it was good. It was funny. I'm not interested in the movie whatsoever, but the memes were funny. I have Bicon 72. That dance is so satisfying to watch. I'm obsessed with it. Um, I'm putting way too many things in there. I don't care. It's my ranking. So yeah, the 72 song and then from TikTok. I love it, and I know most of it are from TikTok, but leave me alone. It's just so satisfying to watch. Yeah. Continuing. Los pinguinos me van a mascar. If you don't know this, it's because you are not American. It makes a lot of sense. I don't know about much. I don't remember. I don't remember seeing this type of humor in like the English-speaking world, but the big subpart of Latin American humor is just saying things wrong, so they sound like something else. In this case, the mascar penguins. I don't know the name in English or the whole thing either. But in Spanish, it's Los Pingüinos de Madagascar. Now, if you change a couple letters, it sounds like Los Pingüinos me la van a mascar. It sounds similar enough, but it has a completely different meaning. It means penguins are gonna suck my. Yeah. It's hilarious. Also, they changed the names of the penguins so this sounds similar enough. So, Kowalski, Kawasaki, I think that's a motorbike. I'm not sure. I don't get that one. They have in vez de Rico, Crico, so like crack is a reference to that. Then you have Cabo, Cago, cheating. Yeah, I know, it's hilarious. Such mature humor we have. Jesus. And instead of skipper, you have stripper. This is the kind of things I love. I love this type of humor. It's I love this. This is hilarious. I think I'm gonna put this down here. Now that I think about it, I had too many things out there, and maybe I don't like this as much as I do. And this one too. Twist, I wouldn't have remembered it. Mierda. I wouldn't have remembered about it if I hadn't go through my TikTok audios. So I'm gonna put it out there. That's better. Oh god. Next one on this list. 2023 Tumblr Latino Sexyman. So there's this account on Tumblr, Latino TikToks. They just upload TikToks from Latin America that have Latin American vibes to there, and I love this account. Yeah, I think it's one of the only Latin American accounts I follow on TikTok. This is one of the only. No, it's not even in English. It's kind of in Spanish and English, and sometimes Portuguese. I know Tumblr is not really a. It's not that common because Tumblr is very US, UK. It's very English. You know, I mean, in the sense that all of it is in English. Not many posts are in other languages. But this account is starting to make a ranking of Latin American sexy mans and who to see who will win. The thing is that people were going to submit this. Some of them were submitted, but some of them were chosen by the admins. There were a lot of animated animals and inanimated things in this pool. So much so that the semifinal was between animated parrots, two puppets, two sock puppets of a rabbit and something else, and a toothbrush. I wanted the toothbrush to win. The quality Sentai is definitely the Tumblr sexy man. Don't ask questions. The 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 puppet rabbit won. I think he reached the election. Juan Carlos Bodoque reached the election. I'm sure of it. Um, yeah, it was unfair. Had to show me what am I talking about. This is embarrassing, but it was very funny, and so I'm going to put it there. Move on. Let's move on. AI. Bye. I hate AI. It has some good uses. Like I saw an app that scans the Legos you have and tells you what you can do with it. That's a good use of AI. I think that's doesn't harm anyone and it helps you. But the rest of it sucks. Sure, some of the AI covers are funny, like just that zombie singing the Barbie song, the Aqua song from Barbie Aqua song. That's it. All the AI images use all these people's without the consent to train the AI, so it literally still shows, and you also have a whole writing thing that also sucks, and that's why the writers and actors went on strike to stop people from using AI just to save money and steal our jobs. So yeah, AI can go fuck itself. ChatGPT also sucks. Don't use it, or it's just steals content to learn, and it's not a good thing. So yeah, down with the AI. 2024. Let's get rid of it. We don't need it. Also, I'm low-key scared of computers and that kind of stuff. This meme, I only put it because I saw it in one of these videos that I watched. I mean, I did saw it around. I think it's funny. I don't know if that's funny. If it is that funny, I'm gonna put it there. I don't have much to say about it. Next, we have Nerdy Prudes Must Die. So if you don't know, Nerdy Prudes Must Die is the most recent musical by Star Kid Production. If you don't know who they are, you may know them from a Harry Potter musical, the Harry Potter musical parody. That became very popular for that a couple of years ago. Lots of years ago, like 2009, I think. That's a long time ago. But also, maybe the guy that doesn't like musicals, that's another popular of them. This is kind of the same universe of this is in the same universe of the guy that didn't like musicals. And I watched it, didn't like it that much. I haven't watched Black Friday, but originally I never really watched the Star Kids musical besides the first Harry Potter one, just because I don't know, none of the musicals really called my attention or were really my thing. I think. But TikTok decided that I was going to like Not the Christmas Die because all of a sudden I started getting lots of TikTok of different TikToks about it. Don't know why. I know I like musicals, but I don't know. It just decided, oh, you like. I think so. I decided to give it a go, and I really liked it. It's so good. All the songs in this are fantastic. I love it. Also, it gives me kind of like Heather's vibes. It has a lot of different like similar things to Heather, which I think is why I like it a lot. And why TikTok decided that I was going to like it. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in the because I still love it. I love the songs. Then we have The Last of Us and Pedro Pascal taking over the internet. I don't know where to put this one. I like The Last of Us. I love Pedro Pascal, and he's my South American homie. I never met him, no, but we are from the same continent, which makes us best friends. It's just died down a bit for me, maybe because there hasn't been much content from him in the past couple of months. He was in the Globes yesterday, and He looked good. So very happy to hear some. I don't know what happened to his arm. I hope he's okay. But in terms of what am I going to rank this? I'm happy it was great what it lasted. Yeah. Miss Marvel was not the only Marvel character to die this year. We also had Moon Knight dying. If you don't know it, which probably you probably don't, I love Moon Knight. Moon Knight is my favorite superhero, and I love him with my soul. I love Mark and Shake and Steven. I love them. I don't like that much the MCU show. I did get into him because of that show, but I have moved on from it, and I don't like it now that I have read every single Moon Knight comic. I don't like it that much. But yes, in like June, July, they announced they announced he was going to die. And by the way, this is not, as I said before, not many characters have died and come back to life again, and like especially Moon Knight, like this is literally his thing. Dying and coming back to life is literally his thing. Like it's his whole origin story. He dies and comes back to life. Like, he has died multiple times, but this time it's a little bit more permanent. He's definitely going to come back because this is Marvel, and yeah. But this time is more permanent. He doesn't come back immediately. We think we don't know yet. We don't know yet. I think he has come back already, but it doesn't matter. I'm waiting for the opinion on you. I should talk about it. This is my video. This is my this is what I have this channel for. Info dumping on you, whether you like it or not. But maybe I make a video. But I don't know. I'm not going to make a video about Moon Knight. Probably not. I don't know what I will do. But so yes, Moon Knight dies. It's not really that I put in Criminal Academy because it's literally my favorite character, but it was very worth it. Like the last time he had like die like that, like to end that comic, it was horrible. It was in the 90s and it was so bad. Like it was a 60 comic run, and like the first 30 comics were not that bad. This last 30 were they were unreadable. Seriously, they were painful. They were painful to watch because the art was horrible, but it was so painful to read because the storylines were horrible. Seriously, it was so bad. But just the comics was this comic run was so well written. Shane McKay is very good. I really like his writing. So yeah, this is why I'm putting my favorite character in top tier. Now to the last two. First we have an Argentinian taxi infiltrating the NASA. This one's weird. It's not that bad. It's not that big. In the beginning of the year, the NASA was doing like a transmission to something, and they were like flying over Argentina, and at some point you can hear someone, a taxi driver, taking over the radio, like, you told me this street and this street. 150, dijiste de Irigoyen? Hot mic on Space Around too. And that reached the NASA for some reason. They were flying right above us, so that's why. But when it happened, it was iconic. It was like, of course, if one country is going to it, it's going to be us because we are like this. I'm gonna put it in was to go away lasted. Not the most iconic moment of the year, but it was definitely iconic. And now to the one of the most iconic moments of the year, Dan and Phill games coming back. How could I let this outside this? It was it was it was it was a moment. Yeah, it's just going to go in this because it's one of the most iconic things that happened this year. Um, I mean, Dan and Phill coming back and being like very openly gay and happy. This is fantastic. I really wasn't a fan of Dan and Phill when they were like at their height, let's say, mostly because I didn't speak English at the time, so it was kind of hard to be a fan of someone that you don't know and you don't speak the language. I got into Dan and Phill when Dan was in his like 2 year long hiatus. At the first, let's say, live video of Dan that I saw as he's coming out. So yes, that was interesting. But I did come to become a fan of them too, and I'm so happy. I'm very happy for them. I'm so happy that they clearly seem happy, and cool with themselves, and I love this. And all the videos they're releasing are very fun and cute, and I like this. I like them. Yeah, this has been the video for this week. This week, I say this week as if I upload videos every week. This has been the video for the time being. I hope you liked it. I hope you like my opinions and my moments. I know it's not very retrospect of things that I liked that happened this year. So that's why there's so many things in the upper one, because I liked most of the things. Okay, this is not really both things that have pop culture moments of the year. These are my favorite pop culture moments of the year mostly, and some bad things in there. But yeah, if you like this video, you can comment, like, and subscribe. And by the way, guys, the person that commented in my video said I should get a tripod or something like that. I hope you're happy for me. I got a tripod. This is getting better and better by time. I still film with my phone and clearly use some phone as a microphone, but I'm getting better. I'm getting there. So yeah, you can comment, like, and subscribe if you like this. I hope you do. You can follow me on my social media. It's going to be in the description of the video. And yeah, bye.